Hey everybody, Jason here with Brett's Brick Builds. This episode we have the LEGO City kit number 60490 Snowplow. 263 listed pieces, one minifigure. Available now. I got it at the store. Let's see, we've got our plow up. Looks like they're dropping the rock salt in the back there. Going out there. Ready to hear it go ting 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 all over your car while you're driving. And it's got kind of the winter works there. And let's go ahead and build it. Let's see how it goes. We will. I think this thing was like $27.99 or it was between $25 and $30, this one. Box, just about the perfect amount of glue for getting her open fairly easily. Like to see that. Sometimes I go a little overboard with the glue. Not in this case. So, got a bag. Number 2. Got a bag. Number 1. Have our instruction book. Go. A little bit of debris from the what would you call it? Cardboard of the box. Let's go ahead here. I don't think there's any decals. I'm not positive. We'll find out as we go. But we shall see. We'll start with bag 1. We'll take bag 2. Set it aside for us. We'll be over there. Let me get a quick sip of my drink. Sorry about that. I forgot to wet my whistle before I started recording there. So, yeah, bag 1. Bag number 1. Main bag 1, a couple of sub bags in here. Let's slide that stuff there. Set this bag, we'll empty that stuff out right there. Kind of surprised the size of the number of pieces, and it's only 2 bags, but then there are sub bags I'm opening up here. Empty bag 1 down there, and we will start, of course, with our minifigure here, and we'll get going. So, first thing we'll do, we've got a torso, and we got the legs. I think it's kind of, these guys got more reflective, but these colors, as far as those green pants, it must be like almost an international color decision that they made for people doing the public works around the world, because I think here in the States, here pretty much everywhere, it's the same kind of color of green you see a lot of times. So we'll get him with both of his items here. We'll get him his broom, and we will get him, should have a shovel here too. Standard light gray Lego shovel, which I'm sure is very clear to you. There it is. I was going to say very clear to you guys, and you're yelling at me that it's right there. But there we are. Oh, geez. Sorry, Clem. His name's Clem. Just made that executive decision. So let's take a look at Clem. There he is. He's got his reflective vest. He's got some printing on the legs, reflective things on the legs. He's got his kind of beanie hat on there because it's chilly, you know, he's plowing snow. And then this shovel, this broom and this shovel design have been around. Okay, here's how old I am. I got a Lego set from the 70s when I was a kid. Same broom, same shovel. They made their money back on that design. Got some printing on the back there, more reflective. Let's go ahead and set Clem down over there, and get working on Clem's snowplow. This should be, I can't remember the last time I did a LEGO snowplow set. I think it's been a while. I got some other LEGO sets coming too. I just ordered some the other day. So we will be continuing on with more LEGO City build. Everything I got coming up in the near future, except for one Technic kit that I bought, is LEGO City kits that we'll be working on here in the near future. And I'll throw in that Technic build sometime there also. So, but now I can get this chassis built for the snowplow. Got 1x6s there. Have a 1x2. Then one of these blocks. Anytime you see these things going on, you know you're going to get some pieces put on the side there. Kind of build out the frame of the vehicle that we're working on. And then we've got, I don't think I've ever seen this brick in orange before. I could be mistaken, but just off the top of my head, I don't recall seeing that one in orange. So so we've got a couple of these treasure chests slash utility boxes here that we will put on the sides. One here. Get everything lined up. We got one, and the doors open to the bottom. If you've ever had the pleasure of working on a commercial vehicle where they decided to do the other way, where it flips up and it doesn't have a retention system on it, oh, that's just the best, as you try to fight with that and get the stuff out of the box at the same time. So good job, good detail there, Lego. We've got our utility boxes there. And switch that around. This side going there, giving us more structure and tying everything together. And we have a couple more of the 1x6s. Some more pieces going on there. Got the, what I'm assuming is the back. I'm thinking, I don't know what's going to be the front or the back yet. I haven't committed to that decision. Okay. Long guys after we go there. A couple of black 1x1 rounds here and here. Okay, so we got a clear 1x2, one of the L-shaped side studders, one of these guys, and then an angle piece. So I'm doing this here. This is going on that way, and that's going to go on like this. I wonder if these are the steps to get up into the cab. And we're kind of doing the same thing on the other side. Slip piece, and then there we are. So again, going outward that way, and that way, and then one there. Okay. Here. hinge pieces. One more. One more. There it is. Okay. Good deal. These little skate. That's interesting because that is buried in there so deep you're not even gonna see them in there, which is a little odd, I guess. I'm not. Very strange, very interesting. Unless they just got a bunch of these and they're wanting to get rid of them. So they're like, go ahead, throw them in as like almost like a 1x1 on that snowplow set. So I mean, I think I mentioned in another video, I'd like to see behind the scenes of how some of those decisions are made. I mean, you're never going to find out, but you just makes you wonder. Like, I understand the purpose of doing a bright color inside of something that's kind of similar, so it really calls it out, but not exactly sure what they're doing there with this one. So it's going to hang all the way over at the edge on both ends with the fenders. Oops. There. And then we've got, oh, this is how we're going to do, this is how we're going to see some of the striping there on the bottom of the vehicle. 4 of each. Oops. Hope something goes on there on top of that because I keep knocking the fenders off. Soon. Hope something goes on there soon. Four white, 4 red. I wished for right here. This and this kind of locking them fenders in place. There we are. 1x6 flat top plates. 1x4s here and here. Those guys. And we have, okay. So we're going to do this 2 times. So we've got 2 of these, 2 more of the black wedge pieces, and 2 of the orange caution color type situations. We'll get those 2. There we go. All right, that's going to go right on the end there like that. So. As instructed. Right. It says push both of those down, so I've done that. Now we have a bit of a sub-assembly, so I'm going to set this aside. Get into the sub-assembly. Here. And another one. There it is. There. Couple 1x2s. Classic brick building right here. I've never seen this piece before. Okay. And that is going to go right there. There we got her. Right on there. Okay. These guys right up there. Oh, I see. They're going to go right there. Okay, here and here, right on there. All right. We have a grate going over here, and then a steering wheel up here. 1x4 right in the middle for like, I guess like a console, center console situation. 1x2 red. Popped on. Ooh, all kinds of stuff here. Okay. One of these, one of these, one of those, and one of these. We are doing one this way. There. And that's going to go here. On this side. Okay. We're going to do kind of an opposite hand. Seen Lego do so many times before. Where we have goes in there, around, and here. Here. Turn the little caution thing. I had it going the wrong way there, so that they're kind of, what do you want to say? They're going opposite each other, or they're not going both the same way, so it looks like the one side's a little off. So got like it's like the radiator, maybe the grill going across there. This piece going across the front. Okay. The doors. This thing does have opening doors. Nice treat. Not many of the new builds seem to have actually opening doors anymore. The 1x1 rounds on top of the doors there. Line it up here to the back. And it's going to be our rear window. The piece lining up to it there. This is going on the... How's that working? I gotta flip back here. I feel like I'm not quite seeing something here. I put those on backwards. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. I did. I had that whole setup. Okay. This is an easy fix. This is a pretty quick, easy fix here. And this one's totally my doing. Okay. Fix this to where it should be. That goes that way. Okay, and this one does the same thing over here. This goes there. Now we should be able to get back to where we need to be. This is going to go the other way and go inside there. That will help lock all of that together. So there, and that page, and then this goes right here. And that lines out all that. Okay, that looks better. And then we can flip the cab, and then we've got the, I see what we're, okay, we're all right now. I had a bit of a moment there, but we're good to go now. Right. We have the side mirrors, which is good. It's good to see what's going on behind you, contrary to what some people say. sunroof kind of thing. Then we got 2 caution lights going on here and here. And that's going to go on right there. Okay. There we are. All set to go. Cab flips like it should. Got a few spares. I'm going to slide those up there. Quick sip of my drink again. Again, apologies. Still got a bit of a rasp in the old voice. Second bag here. Get our tires and wheels. I'm just going to move. Not doing anything with them yet. I'm just moving them so they don't roll away. They have a habit of rolling away, and then you gotta stop the video and trace them down on the ground. And, oh, it's not fun for anybody. Okay. Small bag, sub bag 1 of bag 2. And we've got a couple of 2x3 blocks that are both going to go here and here. One there and one there. This guy going right down there. I think this is going to be part of our rock salt spreader. I think. I mean, we'll always follow the instructions and stick with the plan. We shall see what happens. Okay, a couple of these guys here and here, and then a couple of 1x1 blocks there, and then there should be one more. There it is, going here and here. Okay, sub-assembly build again. We will put this together as shown. And 3. Okay. We have 3 of these guys, flat top pieces, and then I should have a tan. There it is. Tan goes on there. 3 guys go on as shown. Then we have one of these wheels. We have a Technique piece. It's going to go right in there. We should have a 1x4 with holes to the center. There it is, on there. And then this is going on this all the way through there. All right. We have another 1x4 with holes through it. There it is. And then another, these wheel pieces there. And that is going to go right here. So we've got kind of a mechanism there that I think that's going to have to do with flinging the salt out the back. But yes, I did that Lego. I spun it. It spins. Very nice. Don't know if it spins quite freely enough, so I'm going to loosen that just a hair. All right, I think that's probably a little better. We'll find out. That's too tight. There we go. All right, ready to go. So this guy, these guys are going right here. One of these Inverse wedge pieces out the back there. 1x3 again here. Inverse wedge piece out the back. Those are going there and there, right? Yes, they are. That's kind of all locked in now. Green flat top pieces heading out back. Right. This guy's going here. It's going to be the wall of the hopper, I'm assuming. There they are. I don't know why I was looking right past them. I don't know what I was trying to find. I was trying to find what I didn't find. There we are. Okay. And we have a couple of 1x8s. There. Now 1x4 right there. 1x8 up here. Okay. Here. Oh, I got it. Got 2 white there. 3 hooks on each side. There, and then 3 on our near side. We're looking at the thing, staring us right in the kisser. This guy's going to go across the top here, lock all this together. Have a couple of ladders. Gonna go each side. Okay. There we are, so you can climb up in the hopper there. Make sure everything's going okay in the hopper. Okay, we're doing this twice. Flat snowflake piece in the middle. There. There. Snowflake piece. One here. And one here. Okay. Hook guys. Upward. Same on the other side. Here we are. Last one there. There we are. Okay. Now we have back. And we're going to have 1 orange on top. 1 orange on each end. Or amber, clear amber, I keep saying orange. Okay, and then these are going to go like that and like that. Nice. And we're going to go in the back here. And then we're going to go in the front there too. There we are. Okay, I'm doing this twice also. Center. center. These go all along here. Here, and then on the back got a couple of these quarter disc pieces kind of help tie stuff together. For those, okay. And they are going to go back of the truck. They kind of line up. There we go. All right, now it's wheel and tire time. All these are the same. Didn't get to see it, it happened off camera, but I almost launched one onto the ground anyway. Get these four into place. For these on the more industrial looking side out, because it's a work truck, not a show truck, so there's not like fancy mags or anything. Okay. All right, now let's set that there. Now we're going to be doing the plow assembly, it looks like. White tile here. Gray guys there. Okay. Another one of these here, and then this is going to come over here and tighten it all up together. We have this going here, here, and here. Ball and socket type on top of there, and that's going to go right into there. So we got like a really strong joint there. Okay. So we have plow. This is a good size plow on this thing. On our pieces here, we want to get them dished the right way so that it's collect and push the snow out, not like diverted. So they snap together there nicely. All right, and we're going to put this from here. So we have, let's open the hopper up here, dump in our pieces of rock salt, okay, close that, and now looks to be when we push the truck, there we go, spreading the salt. We go. Nice touch. So I'll load that back up. Okay. That's pretty slick. That works because this wheel is contacting that, and that's what's turning that whole assembly there. Let's go ahead, take our driver guy. Let's get his shovel on this side. We'll put his broom over here, and we'll go ahead and get Clem to his driver's position. There we are. Now let's take a look. Okay, so we have one piece of rock salt left, so let's put that in there. On the driver's side, there he is. Plow tilts up. Get it out of the way. There, looking at the back, we have the rock salt mechanism right there in the middle. Got our caution emblems or amber lights there for, look out. Truck looks the same on both sides. We've got the storage containers here. You can open stuff, put stuff in there. Right out from the front, that's me dumping stuff because I hit the wheels. But right on from the front, we've got Clem looking at you. And I'll show you this from the plan view. I'm still dumping all kinds of, anytime you touch the wheels, it dumps the rock salt. Okay, so he's got his optional pop the sunroof if he wants. We have opening doors. And from the top, you can also see you can tilt. So like if you want to push it off to that side, push off to that side. Not bad. Put it down to do some plowing. Or lift it up when you're done. Or just pop it all the way off, and it can be like, just like a regular works truck. Put that back on. Go. And then we also can tilt the whole cab, get into the motor there on the bottom, do some maintenance. But that is it. Oh, set that a little more on camera there. That is Lego kit number 60490. Snowplow. 263 listed pieces. One minifigure. And like I said, we've got quite a few more builds coming up here near future. Mostly city, maybe a Technic build thrown in there. But that is all. We'll be back next week with some more new builds, and we will see you then. Bye.